Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. My name is Dominic Dinardo. I'm the CEO of Aforza, and together with my co-founder and Chief Product Officer, Nick Eales, we're going to talk to you today about rethinking growth strategies in consumer goods. If you didn't think the last 18 months of contending with global pandemics is bad enough, we've got some new challenges coming right at you all around the world. There's increasing levels of regulation about how we can and cannot promote our products. We're here to talk about that today and to talk about how Aforza can help you navigate these obstacles as you go about growing your business. So just before we get into the content, just a little bit about Aforza. We're completely dedicated to the consumer goods industry, food, beverages, and we do everything that helps you take your products to market, from the planning, visiting, selling cycles, delivering of goods, the whole gamut that helps you be more effective and efficient with how you execute that. And to execute in that vision, we build in two key platforms: Salesforce's CRM platform, which in my professional opinion is the best CRM platform in the world. And then we've got some very clever computer science, some real serious number crunching going on that we use the Google platform before. And we build on the shoulders of these two cloud computing giants to give you the best of breed solution you need to handle these end-to-end problems in consumer goods. Now you can see we're trusted by great companies like Alchemist and Aquamist and Photos and Distel and others. And we are also backed by some venture capitalists like Bonfire, Dahar, and Salesforce Ventures. So it's exciting times. And I have to say, on behalf of myself and my co-founders, we're having a lot of fun doing this. And as we talk about the content today, you'll see why we're getting a bit of a kick out of solving the challenges, hopefully to make all of your lives a little bit easier with your businesses. So here's the funny thing about promotions. And we did some webinars in the past, and we talked about what customer executives have told us. And we'd heard things like, when sales aren't going well, they want to run another promotion, and lots of funny stories about it, or how effective are our promotions, and all this kind of stuff about the execution of promotions being challenging and figuring out the ROI, and did it work, and we spend so much money on it. But here's the thing we've all got to know. Whatever we did before could very well change in the future because the government is changing a lot of regulations. Now, if you're in the United Kingdom, this is known as HFSS, high fat, sugars and salts, but there's similar regulations in Japan, Singapore, South Korea. We see that already in France. There's a ban on soda refills. We know that there's reduction in package sizes going on in North America, like around super sizes. And even though the regulations aren't quite there, we can see, like from this Washington Post article, there's a lot of pressure growing along the same directions. Mexico, doesn't matter where you are in the world, this is coming at you now. And it's going to be big because the way you promoted in the past is not going to be the way that you are allowed to promote in the future. So we're going to have changes, right? And there's changes to navigate. And alongside these changes, whether you believe it or disbelieve it, there is obviously impacts and shifts in the consumer preferences. Now, in this slide, that beautiful slides that my marketing team have put together, we get the fake family here on the left that nobody quite believes, with the kid coming up gloriously putting forward an orange. Let me explain to you why that might happen. That fake family photograph might become true because the kid cannot find any promotions for their snacks and treats that they had before. And that's why you start to see companies spring up now and the business is exploding in healthy snacks, etc. Like the sort of things that can be placed near the checkout in a retail store. And we can see, obviously, along with that, not surprising, the acquisitions are taking place. There's one we've picked out as an interesting example. Hershey's here are buying Lily's as a BFY, a better for you brand, to try and get straight to this market. And their CEO, Jane Miller, actually, I'm checking the quote here, she said that today 80% of adults want to cut back on their sugar, right? So we probably know whether we want to accept the views and how the consumer preferences are shifting or not. We know there's a latent belief here, but without the promotion capability at the point of sale, we know whatever everybody's thinking, the child physically isn't going to be able to grab the sweets, right? So it's going to be different. That's something we're all going to think about. And the business impact of this is huge, right? In the UK, 40% of the top 500 best-selling convenience lines will be impacted. And that equates to £3 billion, which is roughly, I guess, $4 to $4.5 billion of value at risk from lack of off-shelf promotions. And that's just the UK. So we might as well just say that's the same for France, quadruple it for America, wherever you are in the world, right? You can see that. And what's interesting is, conversely, so this is the business impact, conversely, the opportunity is also massive. And I've seen statistics that show that by 2025, the BFY market, for example, could be worth as much as $33 billion, right? Certainly not small change. And that's why our fake shopper here is looking rather surprised and pointing out the promotions she can no longer find. All right, but so the business impact is very, very real. So what can we do about this? How can we respond? And we actually published an article, and it's actually features in Forbes. And you can probably find a link to it off our website, actually, in our resources section, about what can you do to this. And we think there are 3 core strategies that you can use to employ to help you navigate these obstacles and to get ahead of this and actually turn the challenge into an opportunity. Number 1, ensure complete visibility into promotion compliance, something that's always been a challenge, even before it became a regulatory issue. Number 2, rapidly bring new products to market. And we know that bringing products to market can be a challenge in itself, right? How we go about doing that, make that a smoother, slicker, faster process. And number 3, guarantee the product availability to avoid the switch, because if you're not there, somebody else will be. All right. So let's take a deep dive into each of these sections, and then we'll take you to a demo to show you how it actually means. So the first thing is ensuring complete visibility into promotion compliance. And I apologize for a little bit of the jargon here, but we're able to do dynamic segmentation. What does that mean? Well, it means that you can actually segment your market into all the different retailers and outlets that you have that have to comply with different rules. And you can figure out what size they are, how many employees they might have, where you can and can't put things. And we can model all of this so that you can make sure that the promotions being applied are going to comply with regulation and be as effective as you can be for the products that you have in the situation you're dealing with. There will be no mistakes because you're going to have mobile compliance audits. And Nick is going to show you this in the demo, so that when you've got these promotions set up and you've got this attribute model and the segmentation set up, you can make sure that your team is able to audit to make sure that your promotions are not going to infringe any rules. And then, of course, if you're doing all this, any issues need to be dealt with, or any reporting that has to happen to be tied in all nice and neatly together. So complete visibility into promotion compliance. Really, really important. Not just about tracking ROI anymore, it's about complying with the law. So number 2, rapidly bringing products to market. Well, again, I think in the old days, we used to talk about trade promotion management, we used to talk about trade promotion optimization. If you want to bring products to market, let me just make this real. You have to have end-to-end promotion execution, not just setting the promotions up, but able to actually flow all the way through so that you can execute that promotion omni-channel, even when you're offline, disconnect from the internet, right? Which is the second point, mobile retail execution. Yeah, you need to be able to do that. It needs to have all the things that you just talked about, all the details, information, so that you can execute the audits, the surveys, the order capture, everything, because respecting all that in the promotion, which of course ties to the last bit, direct store delivery, making sure that you can get those products to those points of sale as efficiently and as effectively as possible. So third, final part of the strategy, right? Guarantee that product availability. And of course, the thing through all of this is if you're not there, somebody else is, right? So we want to avoid that competitive switch. So we want the product availability checks at the point of sale. We want to make sure that when we're there, we can check the competitive audits and make sure that actually, let's just check that our competitors are complying with the regulations as well. Kind of interesting to know, check all of it, and then get the promotion execution insights that you need to close the loop completely, which, you know, when we want to bring it all together, let's just think about that. We want to plan, sell, visit, deliver, and surround the customer. With this ability, we can rethink our strategy, right? About how we're going to grow in 2021 and beyond. Now, I would just say one thing before we hand over to Nick to do the demo through this. What I've talked about sounds like a lot. The ability to do all this promotion planning all the way through to execution, to understand the rules that I need to do to comply with regulations in today's world. But something which is really, really important when we come back after the demo, and I'd like to say now though, is it doesn't mean you have to consume all of this at once. You can crawl, walk, run, you can start off in specific areas, but with the Aforza platform, you have that ability to put in the foundations that let you grow to this end-to-end solution. Okay, I hope I've fired up your interest. You want to see this now working for real. So with that, I'd like to hand over to my co-founder and good friend, Nick Eales. Nick, are you there? Over to you.
Thanks for the introduction, Dominic. In the demonstration today, I'm going to take you through 3 key scenarios that map to the 3 strategies that Dominic just highlighted. In the first scenario, I'm going to show you how we ensure complete visibility and adherence to promotion compliance across store types using our powerful segmentation engine. In the second scenario, I'm going to show you how we can rapidly bring new products to market, such as better for you brands, and push those to the field teams for execution. And then finally, in the third scenario, I'm going to show you how we drive retail execution in the field to ensure that our brands are always available to avoid competitive switching. I'll round this off with a look at our performance and compliance dashboards, where you can see the insights we gain across all those 3 scenarios from our end-to-end platform. So let's jump straight into the demonstration, and I'm going to start logged in as a key account manager looking to plan out their activity for their different accounts that they're managing over the next couple of months. So on this first screen here, we can see we're looking at the Fresh Start Shop Southeast outlet. And on here, I can see all the details about this account that I'm managing. I can click on the hierarchy to see all of the different stores or outlets or bars that roll up within this account's hierarchy. And this lets me better manage how I'm targeting the stores, even if they're different types, and how we have the compliance rules filtered down throughout them. On the segment tab, this is where it gets really interesting. This is where we can see all the different attributes or tags that we have against this outlet. So we can see, for instance, the relationship we have with this outlet, whether there are VIP or the light promotions, the demographic that usually shops there, the specification of the outlet, how many points of sale do they have, how many areas within the store do they have for gondolas or to display stands, competitors that are being stocked there, geographical information, so anything you really want to capture. But then really importantly, right at the top, we have our compliance area. And this is where we can firstly track an overall compliance score of how well we're actually complying with either government or store regulations, the number of promotions that we're currently running at this store, the type of outlet, because you might have different compliance rules for supermarkets versus bars or corner shops, and then do they allow in-store promotions or not? So these are just some sample attributes you can use for your compliance, but these will directly affect how you can go to market and what promotions are available and what products are available when you're in store with that customer. So what do I mean by that? Let's take a look at that in a bit more detail. So here on the promotions tab, this is where I can see all the different promotions that this outlet has available. And if I was to scroll down, you can see there's a number of nationwide discounts we're applying. We've given them a VIP discount because they're one of our VIP customers. And then there's a number of bundles that we're running throughout the year, at the new year and summer and in winter. But there's not too many different promotions here. What if we were to go back to that compliance area and add some additional compliance tags? So I can easily go into my sidebar here, and here I can see all the different compliance tags I could add. So for instance, if I wanted to allow alcoholic beverages to be sold in that outlet, I can simply add the tag, and the tag is now added into my compliance section. And when I go back to my promotions tab and I refresh it, I can now see a whole range of new promotions available for me as a key account manager to sell to that store. So I can see there's a number of different alcoholic beverage promotions here. There's a VIP alcoholic promotion there based on the fact that they're a VIP and they're now allowed to sell alcoholic beverages in store. So all of those have become instantly available to me based on that one small change to our compliance section. And I can do this for any other type of product I want. So I could, for instance, add, high fat products are allowed in the store, high sugar products are allowed in the store, etc. And again, if I was to go to my promotions tab and refresh it, you can now see we have some additional promotions for, ice creams or soft drinks available. So all of this happens at the touch of a button, and it means that no matter what my store looks like, what type of rules they have, and what types of criteria we're adhering to, we're always going to get the right promotions and the right products in the store at the right time. And we're never accidentally going to sell them something or promote something that is not allowed. So that's a very high level overview of how I can manage an account, but how about managing for promotions on a whole for the entire organization? So I'm going to swap over to my promotion planning tab, and this is where I can see a high level overview of all of my promotions company-wide. So I can see a lot of the same promotions that we are targeting that account with. I can see those Duke special promotions, I can see my VIP promotions, and I've got a number of other nationwide discounts here. On here, I can see the overall effectiveness score of how well this promotion is performing based on the actuals we're getting back from the field. I can group my promotions by category or by type or status, so I can see which ones are active, which have been cancelled, which ones are planned, etc. And then I can filter down. So if I wanted to only look at promotions stocking, for instance, one of our better for you brands, which is our diet soft drinks, we can apply that, and now we get a much more granular drill down view of just those products. If I was to go onto one of these promotions, I can click into it. So for instance, this buy 5 get 1 free, and I get a quick overview of what products we're stocking in that promotion, what's the tactic we're applying or the discount that we're giving, and then what the overall performance is for this promotion as well. So what are the base numbers that we usually generate for this product? What's our predicted uplift? And then what are we actually generating based on real sales data coming in from the mobile applications in real time? And if I wanted to get even more detailed, I could click into my VIP promotion. And in here, this is where I can view all the detailed information about that promotion. So I can see its name, its code, its description, who we're targeting. And then in my designer area, this is where I can easily see the products we're offering and the discounts we're applying. And I can make real-time changes here extremely easily. So in this case, I can see that we're offering 4 soft drinks. You buy those for full price, then you get to choose a free soft drink. So this is your buy 5 get 1 free. But for instance, if I wanted to change this promotion or bring a new product to market very quickly, I could simply drag on one of my product categories, let's say frozen foods, here onto my designer, and I now have a brand new group available to me. So my customers will be able to order these frozen foods as part of this promotion. And then I can go onto the tactics and I can search for specific discounts, and I can see we've got some fixed discounts, some percentage discounts, some set price discounts. And if I wanted to give, say, a 10% discount, I can simply drag that on here onto my available products. And now my frozen foods group has a nice 10% discount on it as well. So it's as easy and as quick as that to add new products to a promotion, to see their base volumes, to see their predicted uplift, and to add new tactics and discounts to increase the viability of that promotion. From here, of course, I can also go to the rules. And this is where it gets really interesting from a compliance perspective. So I've just seen all the details of this promotion, and now this is showing me who this promotion is actually for. So I can see we're only allowing customers where high sugar products are allowed to be sold in store. We're also only selling this to customers that have an overall compliance score of greater than about 70%. So we're making sure that we're selling this to customers that are going to behave appropriately and they're allowed to put these products on the shelves. We can also see that we can have different rules for different channels. So I actually will sell this promotion to my customer base when I'm in the field or via telesales, but I'm not allowing this to be purchased from e-commerce because we know there's different compliance rules on the e-commerce channel. We also have proximity rules, so we can see that we're only going to be selling this in certain regions or near to certain accounts or landmarks. And then we can also segment this by profile so that, for instance, a manager with a high understanding of compliance rules can sell this, but perhaps a sales rep needs to get an approval before they're allowed to use this promotion in store. So all of this is super easy to use. And again, it allows you to bring products to market extremely quickly in a compliant way. So back on my calendar, one thing I wanted to do is create a brand new promotion to show you how easy it is to take some of your better for you products and launch those into market very, very quickly. So I can simply click on my bar at the top here on the sidebar and view my product catalog. And in my product catalog, I have obviously all of my products, but I could search down for my diet soft drinks or my zero alcoholic beverages or my low sugar or low fat products, basically trying to launch the more better for you range products in the stores. And once I find one of those, for instance, my diet soft drink, I can drag that onto the calendar and I immediately get this new promotion creator where I can go in and I can change the different attributes of this promotion and launch it to my field team. So for instance, I'm going to call this the better for you soft drink promotion. And we're going to leave the description the same. I'm going to target all of my VIP customers with this one. And I'm going to have this run throughout the entire year. And I've already got my soft drink product in there, but I'm going to apply a 10% discount to customers that purchase this. And just like that, I can add the promotion to the calendar. It's now added in here. We can see it's only just started. And when I click into that, I can see all the details of my soft drink at $10.99, but it's also getting a 10% discount. And then my performance metrics will start to populate as I start selling this. And this is now immediately available for my field team. So the next thing I'm going to show to you is how we actually execute this promotion and check that we're compliant in store. So with that, let me swap on over to the mobile application and give you a sales rep's view of this promotion planning. So here I am on my mobile phone, and I'm going to launch the Aforza retail execution application. And this application works on both iPhones and Androids, on tablet devices as well as mobile phones, and it's 100% offline. So when I'm in a store or in a bar or a warehouse, no matter what the signal strength is like, everything I'm going to show you is 100% offline. So when I log in as a sales rep on the very first page, I can see all the different visits I have to execute today. So these have been scheduled for me, or I can schedule them myself. And in each of these visits, you're going to see a number of different tasks that I need to perform. Below that, I can see my sales history. So if I'm tracking against specific KPIs or targets, I can do that here. And then in my menu, I have access to everything I need, from my promotions to my invoices to customer claims or compliance issues. Everything is here. So let's go ahead and look at my visits in more detail. So here on the visit screen, I can search and filter through all the different visits I need to do today. I can also see my completed visits. So I have a full list, a full view of my calendar for the next couple of weeks. I'm going to go ahead and start one of my visits at the Fresh Start shop, which was the one we were just planning or managing as a key account manager online. So when I log into the visit, I can see I'm greeted by a map, so I can easily navigate there, and a button allowing me to check in. So I can go ahead and check in and start the visit and start the execution. Along the top, I have all the different tasks I need to complete. So you can see right off the bat, there's a check promotion compliance task, which we're going to do. And then we have, for instance, the ability to survey competitor offerings or capture an order, and many other different types of tasks that can be performed. We can see previous orders that we've placed at this store. We can see a gallery of images. So if we're taking images in regards to stock audits or compliance of promotional material, they all get added here. And then we can also see notes that have come from HQ. So there's a new VIP promotion that we're reminding the sales rep about. And there's also a reminder about capturing promotion compliance, because it's become a hot issue for us lately. So let's go back to our tasks and start checking off some of these tasks so we can complete this visit. So the very first thing I'm going to do is check the existing promotion compliance. So I can click into that and it's going to start a new promotion compliance audit. And on the promotion compliance audit screen, I can see one of the previous promotions we've sold them, which was this Duke special. And what I can do is I can click into it and I can now fill out details about whether this promotion is being adhered to or correctly or not. So I can see, previous review, it was fully compliant, but perhaps now it's in the incorrect location or certain products are missing on the stand. We can check the location off. So before it was at the front of outlet, but they've actually now moved it to the back of the outlet. And that's not what was actually in the stipulated contract that we made with the customer. Have they discounted the product correctly? What's the actual shelf price? And once I've done all that, I can update it and it checks it off the list and I can go ahead and confirm the compliance rating. And then that task is checked off the list and I can continue on with my visit. So really, really quick and easy for the sales rep to go in there and to get a really accurate and real-time view of the compliance of previous promotions. So what happens when we want to sell a new promotion? Let's go ahead and capture an order and see what happens. So when I capture an order, I'm asked to enter some details about where we're fulfilling this order from, whether it's van sales or pre-sales, what type of order it is, whether we're doing a return or it's a fresh new product order, and then when we want the order to be started. And as soon as we've entered those details, we then get taken to our product catalog. And on the product catalog, we can see all the different products and categories that this specific outlet is eligible to purchase. So if there are certain product categories like alcoholic beverages or sugary drinks that they're not allowed to stock, we will not let the sales rep see that. So just like when you saw the promotion calendar, certain things were being hidden, we do the same thing here so that it makes the lives of the sales rep really, really easy. So I can click on the full catalog and I can view all the different products and I can sell them individually, or I can go ahead and click on promotions and here I can see all of these different promotions that this customer is eligible for. So for instance, we can see the fresh start bundles, we can see some of those VIP discounts, and importantly, we can see that better for you soft drink promotion that we just created online before as well. So I can go ahead and I can click on that better for you soft drink promotion. And what this is going to allow me to do is now take me step by step through a process of configuring the promotion. So all the available products are here. In this case, we just have our diet soft drink. And I can simply add additional products on here, as many as I like, and you can see a 10% discount is automatically being applied. And as we do that, it reprices it. It makes sure we're being compliant. And then when I've done that, I can add it to the cart. Then in my cart, I can see the promotion is there. I can edit it if I need to. I get my subtotal, my discount, and my total price being added on there. And I can go ahead and create an invoice for this order. I can generate a receipt. I can pay for it. I can add notes to it and capture the customer's signature to make sure they are 100% happy with this and they are agreeing to sign up to the promotion terms. I can go ahead, I can confirm that order. That now gets checked off the list and we can continue on with the visit. So that was just a very high level overview of how I, as a sales rep, can take those promotions coming through from HQ and execute them in real time and also make sure that prior promotions are being complied with. Now, the very last part of the demonstration I want to show you is what can we do with all of that real-time information that's being captured in the field and how we can use that to better inform decisions back in HQ as we create more and more promotions and as we try and be more compliant. So very quickly then, I just wanted to show you the promotion performance and compliance dashboard that we've put together here. So this is taking all of that real-time information that we've just collected on our mobile app, and within seconds, it's updating this dashboard to give you that real-time view of how your promotions are performing and if you are being compliant or not. So we can see here on the left-hand side, we've got an overall compliance score of 85%, which is pretty good. We can also see our revenue numbers. So how are we actually generating revenue from these promotions and from these products? What units have we sold? And we can look at this against, better for you products versus more traditional products, the profit we're making, revenue by product group, revenue over time. Really, all of this is completely configurable, and it all uses that real-time information. So from this, what I can see is that we're being very compliant, our better for you products are doing very well, but there's certain areas we can improve on, and I can use this information to feed back into my promotion planning and my key account management to make sure that I'm specifically targeting the accounts I need to be with the right promotions at the right time. So with that, I will hand it back over to Dominic. Hopefully this has been an interesting and educational session on the Aforza capabilities.
Okay, thank you, Nick. That was really, really, like, I always kind of get a little bit embarrassed saying this because I know it's our product, it's kind of like our baby, but I just love it. And Nick, you just brought it to life again. It's just such a slick demo. And like, this is an out of the box product. Yeah, you configure it, you set it up, obviously you add your products and things you might want to do to tweak it. But this is Aforza comes out of the box. This is what you get when you subscribe to Aforza. You get the product, like what Nick just demonstrated. There's no kind of funny demo weirdness going on here. This is what you get. And that's why, even, respectfully, small customers like Superform, who are based in Nairobi in Kenya, they bought Aforza and were able to take it and basically within a few weeks get live. They started off just doing visit planning. They hadn't done anything before, and they did that. They got it live, and then a little bit of time after that, they moved on to order capture, and they moved on. What I was describing a little bit before: crawl, walk, run. Like Superform, a great example of that. And they were able to do that, getting from zero to value in just a few weeks. That might not be the same for everyone, but it does prove it can work. And it can, look, if you can bring a mobile retail execution solution, which they use, from zero to live in a few weeks in Kenya, I'm pretty sure that if you are right now watching this webinar from London, Amsterdam, Paris, or New York, or somewhere else, I'm pretty sure that you can do it too. And, they're not alone. We've got a lot of fantastic customers now, and you can find more and more of these on our website. But through from Alchemas, based in Belgium, or Aquamist, which is also in Kenya, ironically, and Distel, who are in Southern African countries and in Far East, and Wowtech, consumer health company in the pleasure industry, who are based in Germany and have people in the Far East and in North America. All of these people are doing similar projects with the Aforza platform. So we're super excited about that. And if you keep track of this on our website, we're constantly publishing more and more case studies because we want to build a constructive ecosystem where everyone can benefit together, where we can learn from each other. I don't want to pretend that we know everything there is to know about this industry. I don't think anyone possibly can, but we know we can learn a lot from our customers, and that by working together to make these projects successful, we can just constantly improve. So please go to our website. Actually, you'll see there more and more examples of people using Aforza products in action. And we also publish a lot of podcasts and other materials you'll find useful. So let me bring the webinar towards a close now. We'll do some Q&A, by the way, in a second, but just the call to action is this. What can you do if you're interested by all this? You want to rethink your growth strategy. If you want to think about your promotion compliance, if you're thinking about launching new products, or if you're worried about your product availability and you liked what we had to say and show around our product set, you can do it for yourself. We have a 30-day free trial. Actually, you're probably looking at I don't know where I am on the screen, but there's a link here in the slide to sign up for a free trial, get complete access. You can use your own data, try it out, take it forward. And we've got a lot of instructions in there to help you, but we're also completely available to on the phone or, come and see you or something. I don't know if you visit anyone now in the pandemic days, but we will get to you. We will help you. We love our product. We're so proud of it. And we love to get customer feedback to make it stronger. So sign up for the free trial. And remember, compliance, launching new products, and availability, those things that are important to you, try it out, right? And we'll be there to help you. Thank you. Okay, now I will do one more thing before I do the thank yous, which is I'll do some Q&A now from the audience. And let me just try and navigate here on my screen to find the right part so I can see the questions.